Hello and welcome to Ninja Build Reviews, and today we're going to be taking an excited look at the Star Wars The Black Series Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars Rebels, and I'm really happy to get this from Ultra Megatronus. I mean, this is my absolute favorite Star Wars character is Ahsoka, so you know, it's exciting. It's exciting to finally have her likeness on my shelves, and I really like. There are some things about this that are inaccurate and I don't really like, but you know, fixable things, and things I will be taking care of later, and I'll point them out as we go along. But first, you know, we're going to take a look at that packaging and then the character, the accessories, etc. So we'll get those out of the way, we'll get her out of the way, and we'll talk about her more in a bit. But this is the packaging, and it's of course Star Wars Black Series packaging going on here. Red cardboard inside there, like the plastic. Really nice image of her. Ahsoka Tano. There's this side of the box. Here's this side of the box. There you go. Number 20 in the line. Here it is on the back, and if you care to pause, you can read that. It says so and so. Same thing in some other languages. There's some product information and corporate information. Here we go, top of the box, bottom of the box, more corporate stuff. So there you go, pretty cool. And anyway, we'll get back to her, and yeah, I really like her. This is her. We'll zoom in and take a look at that head sculpt. There you go, like her crest going on there. That looks good. Her Leku looks good. I like her blue eyes. Face paint, skin tones, all that looks accurate. For the most part, this figure is really accurate. For the most part, there are some discrepancies. Take a look around. Very well painted. Here's one of the first discrepancies. This color should be more like this color. So, that's a little disappointing that this color is not like this. It should really be this color here. So, they should match. But other than that, pretty good. Really matches her likeness on the show. Like gold going down there. Boots. Skirt. The back. Very well done figure. All in all, very well done. However, there are some problems. Like for one, she does not stand very well. She does not stand very well. It takes some work to getting her to stand, and she'll, you know, it's one of the downsides. She gets some tiny feet. Tiny little feet, but you know, she does stand with a bit of effort. There you go. So she does stand. The only other problem I have with this is articulation, and we'll discuss that right now. So her head, because of how hard and firm this is, she doesn't really do a lot of looking up, and it stays there. She doesn't do a lot of looking down either. Can get some side to side and get some attitude in there as well, so that's okay. She does have a butterfly, but it's slight, but it is there. So nice. Arms will go up that far, go all the way around. Pretty cool. Do you get the full run out of there? No. So slight 90 degrees, I guess, and her wrist will go up and down, turn around. So that's pretty good. Pretty much the same thing on the other side, except this hand will go in and out instead of up and down. So I mean, yeah, pretty good. She does have a waist swivel. That's pretty good, as well as an ab crunch. More backwards than forwards because again of this right here, but you know, she does have a little bit of it. This is my main problem with the articulation, is this skirt, and I may just split it up the back here, because if you go to spread her leg, do any kind of leg spread, it's very limited. She can't get much more than that because of that skirt. So dynamic posing, right out, gone. That skirt is a hindrance more than help. But say you pull a leg out like that, you got to move the other one, and oh, look at that. it's a little limiting. It really is. And she can get some forward, but you know, she can't do proper splits because, again, of that skirt. She can't really do more than that. So, again, very limited because of that skirt. I imagine if I make a little slit right back here, and it's going to be troublesome because that's where it's sewn together. If you look there, that's where it's sewn together. It'll cause, I think it'll cause problems. I'm probably going to repaint that brown too to match so it is more accurate. But anyway, so you saw the leg movement going on here. Does she have double jointed knees? Yes, she does. So you get that much out of there. Pretty good all in all. She does have a thigh cut swivel going on up here, so you get that going on both sides. And for feet, you got some up, got more down, and you got a rocker. Pretty nice rocker all in all. So, you know, all in all, not so bad. Not so bad. But the problem is she really does need a stand to make her stand straight, and because of that skirt, it does limit her articulation. That is pretty sad. However, that said, let's take a quick look at accessories. She does come with her lightsabers. Here is one of them. Done with silver and black. Here is the other one. So pretty good, just mostly in silver. Should have some blue or something, I think, on there. She does come with, and this is another disappointment, is she comes with blue lightsabers. They should be white. They were white in the Rebels, so I don't understand why they gave her blue, but they should be white. Comes with 2 of those. And, of course, via that port right there and the pegs on the end of that, focus so you can see that, you can insert them into, with some effort here, there we go, popped in. You can insert those on the lightsabers and they will be good to go. But again, like I said, it is a little limiting because of the articulation, so you can't get a lot of dynamic posing out of her. Now, should you want, once again, the lightsabers can come out, and she can store both of them. She has on her hips, you'll see right there, the hip skirts. She does have those little bits on there, and you can store them just fine on there. And what do you know? Hey, what do you know? There they go. So you got that going on. Or she can hold each in her hands. Get those in there. So come on, there we go. So she can hold both in her hands should you choose. Once again, she has, the figure has her problems, but all in all, she's pretty good. If I can get her to stand here long enough to do a comparison, we'll get that out of the way. Leave her right there. And who better to compare her to than her former master, Darth Vader, if he'll stand up. There we go. Nope. There we go. So who better to compare her to than him? And I think that's the right scale. Honestly, I think that's the right scale. So he was taller than her in most things we see, so I think that's the right scale. They scale well together. I like that. I dig that. So I think that looks really good. So we'll get Vader out of there. And yeah, I think they work really well. One other thing real quick to note, with the lightsabers, is I recently found out, set her over there, stay, look. I recently found out, if you're a Gundam fan like me, I own a lot of Gundam Universe and Gundam model kits, but I recently found out the beam sabers actually also work in the Star Wars Black Series. So I have these in a bunch of colors. I think I have some white ones that I can replace her with. So as you can see, they work in the the lightsabers. The beam sabers and lightsabers are compatible. This one's from Bandai, this one's from Hasbro, but they are compatible, as you can see. So pretty cool. I dig that. I recently found that out, so just something to consider. But anyway, this has been my look at the I was about to say Transformers, but it's the Star Wars Black Series, Star Wars Rebels Ahsoka Tano, and I really like this figure. Man, I so appreciate that you sending this to me, Ultra Megatronus. It really completes my collection. It was missing. I've been looking one for years, and now I finally have one, and I'm really happy with her. other than the little things, like I said, you know, the color being wrong here, the way the skirt limits articulation, you know, and the way the Leku here, you know, limits the articulation. Other than that, you know, I'm really, really happy with her. I think they also could have gave us, maybe for soft goods like Vader, a white cloak. Like at the end of the Star Wars Rebels series, you know, you see her with a staff, you know, she's holding, and she has this white cloak, and I think that would have been a really cool accessory to have. So beyond all that, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. Make sure you check out my playlist. Please click that like button. It really helps my channel grow more than anything else. Also, in the description down below, you can find a link to my Patreon. Please join my Patreon if you have the means to do so and would like to do so. I would much appreciate it. And above all of that, be good to each other.